evidence is history. You should not judge by appearance. Seed you sow is a seed you reap. Remember that. We're gonna sow good seeds and reap good fruits from our garden. Yeah. Sow good seeds and reap good thoughts from our mind. Yeah, we're gonna sow good seed and reap good thoughts from our garden. Yeah. Sow good seeds and reap good thoughts from our mind.
Most tumultuous welcome ever given to any visiting or local celebrity, His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, Emperor of Ethiopia, arrived. The crowd erupted into a frenzy of rejoicing as they broke through the lines of soldiers and police and surged out onto the tarmac, eager to engulf the emperor with their affection. On the eastern side of Africa has been governed since 1930 by Haile Selassie, whom history records as being a direct descendant of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba.
Shalom Rastafari. This is Wyndham Yarden once again. And underneath the activism, right, the activism section of Rastafari Groundation, it's come to my attention that there are some very important and timely blogs at the Rastafari Groundation, our social media website and link on Line of Judah Society. And if you scroll down, there's a whole lot of beautiful information from a variety of brothers and sisters. And I say a variety because everyone in Jah's house and our fathers and my father's house is unique, right? He only chooses the best. You might not see it in yourself, or you might not see it in your brother or your sister, but Jah has chosen you because you are the best. He's blessed you to be the best. But the thing that you need to grow in is you need to grow in grace, you need to grow in His grace and grow in His wisdom. So you'll see that everything that you need spiritually to access whatever you might need in this physical, 5-cycle, or temporal world He has given. He has given you and He has given us. And in this regard, we're speaking about activism, right? Activism. Often we will say, oh, look at that, look at this, look at that, and the next thing. And before 10, 20 years ago, we didn't have this opportunity of social media. And we've been pointing out this particular area under activism, right? And a couple of the blogs that are online under activism, right? This one right here, Be a Witness for Truth, and suggesting and recommending certain ways that we can co-labor and that we as a community, even virtually online, can get involved and participate, do our part. And even retweeting RT and liking these and retweeting it to your on Twitter or putting on the Facebook, right? Because our vision is that others will come to our resources and outlets because they get the most righteously diverse information, links, contacts, and then can go forward from here and to repost it, as a news outlet for the good news of the King of Kings in Christ. So this petition right here, Be a Witness for Truth, right, can help. Signing this one not just can help, and I'm doing a little editorial here, but it will help, right? It will help to end the 50 plus years of religious and political persecution of Rastafarian individuals, families, organizations, institutions, aggregation or congregations, etc., for sacramental and ecclesiastical cannabis, the hemp crop productions in the U.S. and internationally. But we'll talk about, well, you can't really do this, or they'll stop you, or will babble on about Babylon and not recognize how much power, how much sovereignty we already have. It's a sovereign thing to retweet and like and post this on your Facebook or on other Facebook sites or other social media. Get it out on the Instagram, because one say, hey, you know what you can do? You should have a such and such. You can start that, brother and sister, and give us access to it and others access where we can co-labor, right? So that the burden or the work is not just on one, because we are Rastafari family. So I want to really encourage ones and ones, especially those who are subscribers, whether to our channels or those who are members and disciples of the LOJ Society, and those who are also members on Rastafari Groundation, to retweet and re-like it, because sometimes ones have even said, hey, there's only a few replies. Yeah, but we don't know how many views, and to get more views on it, just pick up on it. And in fact, the Facebook logo and icons are on every single page. So if you find something that really sparks your interest, and you feel in your heart and your soul, or you feel, or you know, right? You know heartedly it's an important subject matter. Instead of babbling on and saying, well, you know, thinking about all the negative, you can do and you can initiate the positive. So to RT, so when you see RT, it stands for Rastafari. But in this, in this social media environment for the Rastafari members, it is to retweet it, like it, put it on your Facebook, right? Sometimes, you know, when I've been doing more of that kind of thing, when I've had the time and the opportunity to, I'll just drop it in the blog. If somebody's talking about a song, and in the song it talks about marijuana or Rastafari persecute, boom, you can put it in there. In other words, let it get in where it can fit in, right? And in this new social media atmosphere, it's like we're in the abundance of water, right? You know, they say the fool is thirsty. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. We're not to be foolish, because we are the children of Haile Selassie in Christ, right? So what he's seeking to do and what he's doing, if you allow him to do it, he is casting out and telling us and reminding us, you know, where you get that inner voice that says that, well, do this or do that, and sometimes you just caught up on something else, right? Or you're so used to the apathy, right, that it seems to be very difficult to come out of that inertia, right? Because that's part of the spiritual warfare, to make us feel like there's nothing that we can do about it. There's a lot that we can do about it. So those who want to co-labor or get involved or ask, what can I do? What we all can do in one way, more or less, according to our ability to be responsible, right, is to get out the word. Right, it's to repost it. Some of you spend a lot of time on the internet. Now, when I say a lot of time, you'll spend more than 5-10 minutes, right? You know, surfing, reading articles, going around, checking out vids and other things like that. You understand? Some of you will come to this particular site. This is RastafariGroundation.com. Right? And you might see a interesting blog or a report or article or some other link or contact, and there's brothers and sisters who have their own businesses, who have groups, who have organizations. Some are specializing in certain particular areas of what's important in our community, right? Our community. And you can, or you should, or I recommend, I advise, this is an advisement, I counsel you, right, to help get the word out, This is Rastafari Activism on Rastafari Groundation, right? Rastafari Groundation. There's no reason, right, that many of these articles and other information should not be reposted, retweeted about on Facebook sites. You know, on Facebook, and let them know this comes from Rastafari Groundation. Check it out for yourself. sign up, get an account. You can utilize this free website that's really member supported, member operated, to get out your word as it's been revealed to you, right? Or what it is that you do that you would like to share with the Rastafari and the righteous African community. That's a key right there. Shalom.